Hello my friends! Happy Thursday! My name is Julia Masalska and this is Made. Welcome to the Portfolio Reviews. I'm hoping you guys are having a great week so far. Thanks so much for everybody who is joining us. Hi Amisha, good to see you. We have 5 amazing designers that we're going to take a look at their portfolios today. So if you want to be part of this, if you want your portfolio reviewed, make sure to follow me on Instagram. The link is below in the description, and this is where you can send me your link and submit it for portfolio reviews. So exciting. Thank you so much again for everybody who's joining us. All right, my friends, so let's get started, and I'm gonna quickly just adjust. I think my volume might be a little bit too loud, but I'm also gonna pull up the music a little bit so that we have some cool vibes going here. Let me know if everything's alright, if the music sounds good and everything. And of course, feel free to ask questions in the chat. So for everybody who's new here, you can ask questions. We're going through all the different things you need to know about putting together your personal portfolio for applications for work, or if you want to become a freelancer. So feel free to shoot the questions in the chat. Now let's get started. So today we have 5 amazing designers, and let me jump into my work screen so you guys can also see what I'm seeing. All right, so we have 5 amazing designers, and we have, first of all, Mr. Arcila. Then we have Amir Kashmika. Then we have Amisha Jain, and we have Alexis Avalar, and then we have Christian Ko that we're going to take a look at, and we're going to start today with Mr. Arcila. First of all, what I have realized, Mr. Arcila, that you're not sharing your full name. It will be so great to, to get to know your full name. And also, there is no link to your Instagram. The thing is, when I'm saving your guys' links, I'm saving them as portfolio links. And here it was really hard for me to track back who actually sent this portfolio to me. So, Mr. Arcila, this might be also an issue that, a couple of people who are trying to find you online are going to have. So make sure to include some social media links or links where people can get to know about you, or you can also add that information to your contact page or to your about info. So here I see, all I see is your projects, and I see that you're a multidisciplinary designer in Canada, but I don't see any personal information. So no name, no photo, and also your logo here does not really say your full name. So it's really hard for me to kind of track back to who actually sent this portfolio to me. All right, so what I want to do is I want to go through your work first, and then we're going to take a look at the contact page. This looks like it is your my portfolio from Adobe Portfolio. So for all of you who are new to this, you can create yourself a portfolio on Behance.net, and then those projects will be transferred automatically to this Adobe Portfolio if you set it up. It's part of Creative Cloud, and you can get it for free. You can create yourself a site like this for free with even like a personalized domain if you are subscribed to the CC Creative Cloud. Anyways, so cool, let's see. All right, so Mr. Arcila, let's take a look at your work. We have a couple projects here going, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a good amount of projects, I think, to be able to look through all of your work. Really, I kind of want to have a limited amount of projects. I don't want to have 50 projects because I really I'm not going to be able to take the time as an employer or as somebody who is looking for somebody to work with in terms of design. So what you have to do is really to focus on your strengths and really really focus on your most recent and most valuable work. And also, of course, the work that will bring you the clients that you want to achieve, right? So what we want to do is here we want to limit the amount of projects. And I think, Mr. Arcila, you're doing a great job here. And let's take a look at the first project, Barn Coffee. All right, so Barn Coffee looks like a really great intro image here. Then we're going into detail. We're seeing some logo design here, and this is actually great. So I'm really liking this design actually. Let's take a look what else is here. We have some t-shirts, we have a cap going on, and I think this logo works perfectly. And here you're also showing this roof graphic element that can be applied to the t-shirt as well. So I think this is really great work here. Let's take a look what else you have. Snacks on the go, and you're showing a napkin. So I think that works perfectly. This is a great type of mock-up for this project. Then we have some packaging going on, and again we are reusing this graphic element which we have also on the t-shirt, so that works perfectly. All right, let's take a look what else is here. We have some cups, again using the same type of design. Great. We have some web design here as well. Here in this mock-up, maybe I would add a little like surface, or maybe something that looks a little bit more something like this, or something like that, where you kind of are showing realistic natural surfaces, and then you're kind of jumping into a very abstract one. But I mean, even this could work if everything's cohesive. So if you're using the same background color here as you're doing it here, I think that can also work really well. Cool, my friends, thanks everybody for joining. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions regarding portfolios, regarding setting up your own portfolio, maybe some specific questions about how to set up the project. We're always happy here to answer your questions as we are going through these 5 portfolios today. All right, so we are here on Mr. Arcila's project called Barn Coffee, and I'm seeing a lot of amazing mock-ups here. We have some little divisions here that kind of show what exactly is being shown in the project. So stationary items, then we have some mock-ups here as well. So I really love how this project is going into depth, right? So we have, in the beginning, we are starting off with an intro image, then we're seeing the logo black on white, white on black, which is really important to be able to really judge the design. Showing the logo in perspective or on the mock-up can be really difficult to understand what it really is. So it's important in the beginning of your project to really show the logo design in a very clean way, and sometimes even maybe the color palette and the typefaces. It all depends on you, but really it's important to see the logo and to see how the design elements that are actually part of this project, and to break it down really into the branding elements, and then kind of put it together in terms of mock-ups and show all the different products that can be made of this and how the design elements work together. So here we have seen some packaging, we're seeing some cups, we're seeing how the website looks like. So this is really great. We are seeing some stationery here. Loyal customers goodies. This is also really cool. Coffee please. And I love how you're reusing the typeface and you're having this this very cohesive brand image, which it's really great for, let's see, I think my audio is a little off, so let's see. Okay, so I've turned up my mic a little bit. Different project and what did you do as a designer to solve this problem, right? So that would be really, really cool. Otherwise, I think this project is amazing. Now, let's go down here. Now, what we want to do is we want to give an opportunity for the client to get in touch with us. So when I have scrolled down to the page, there should be a link to a contact page. Here we have a link to the contact at the top in our navigation bar. If you don't have a navigation bar like this, make sure to include some type of link in the footer or right underneath the project so that the person can get in touch with you. Now I know this is not a very much customizable here, but it's great if you have a contact page here. So in any case, I can definitely reach out to you. I have the opportunity to reach out to you once I have looked at the project, so this is great. Alright, let's take a look at another project, Freeletics. This is cool. I know Freeletics actually. It's a pretty famous brand. Alright, so you have worked on a campaign here. This is cool. Again, I love a little intro, I'd love some descriptions. What exactly was your job here? You know, have you worked in a team? Have you worked by yourself on this campaign? Is this campaign, when was it, where, and so on. So maybe it would be cool to get some information. Cool. Alright, so we have some mock-ups here. Great. I think this is looking awesome. Because here you're showing us how the ad would appear in the Ink magazine. How it looks on the left page, how it looks on the right page. Obviously the layout is completely different. Here we have a link showing into this direction. Here we have the guide showing into that direction. So you did a great job here in terms of design. Cool. Alright. I'd love to know more about this project. I mean, Freeletics is a huge brand, and I'd love to see more of what you actually did here. Cool. Alright, so let's take a look at another one by Mr. Arcila. Mexicali seasoning. Alright, sweet habanero. So we have some packaging happening. I love the transition here, how it looks like a cut almost between these two images. So you did a great job here. Again, a little intro would be nice as well. Organic hot chili. Our products are sourced from farms in Sinaloa, Mexico. Can you handle the heat? Okay, so we have some ad campaign happening here. So I see you are into branding and creating all those print ads for your clients. So this is awesome. Yeah, again, I'd love to have a little intro, a little bit more about what was your role in this project, right? What exactly did you do here? Cool. But I think honestly, otherwise, Mr. Arcila, your projects are really, really great. Especially the first one, it went really, really into depth if we take another look at it. So I think Barn Coffee could be your sample project that you kind of are, organizing your future projects on in the same way. And you can also add on to the past projects, of course. Here we have, the logo by itself. We have so many different applications of the design, and that shows us how it actually works. Whereas in the other projects, we have very few insights on this. This project, we have two mock-ups and a description. So I would definitely dive into depth a little bit more in the past projects. But take a look at the last project that you have here, the coffee bar as your sample project. And make sure to go into depth with all of the projects that you're putting onto your portfolio. Otherwise, this is great. Let's take a look at your contact page. Very simple. I think the contact page should be as easy as possible to fill out. And maybe like a little intro here saying like, hi, my name is la la la, and I would love to get in touch to talk about future projects or future collaborations. And then please feel free to fill out this form and I'll get back to you as soon as possible, right? Something like that, some kind of personal connection. I feel like your page is missing that a little bit, this personal touch and, really learning about yourself as a person, right? All I have is this very abbreviated name where I don't really know your full name even. So who are you, Mr. Ursula? Okay, so but otherwise this contact page looks very to the point and very easy to fill out. The less steps the better. So we have the name, the email address, and the message. That's it. Send. Cool. All right. So otherwise I think this is all great. Just a few points, go into depth into your projects, and a little bit more personal touch, and in the contact info maybe give your full name so that people know how to call you when they jump on a call with you. They wouldn't even know what your first name is. Okay, all right, so hopefully this was helpful. Next one up we have Amir Kashmika. Amir has also an Adobe portfolio, and as you can see, this is all customized here, and that again is free. So this is another version of the Adobe portfolio with a different layout, which I think looks really cool as well. We have all the projects managed here on the left side, and we can totally kind of pick and choose which one we want to see first. So, okay, so we have a little about me. So I will put the about me by itself because you have divided your, let's go back to the starting page. So we have this certain kind of division here, right? So we have work, we have contact, and your about me is inside your work. So I would definitely create a third page here that says about me, maybe work, about me, and contact. And then in your work, really make sure to put your projects only, nothing else, right? But I want to read the about me info, and I want to see who actually you are before I even take a look at your projects. And this personal connection is so important, so make sure to include that into your portfolio, guys. Whenever you build a portfolio, create a personal connection with the person who's viewing it. It's so important. It will make you memorable. It will bring the client closer to you, and maybe create a bond, create a relationship. Maybe they read something about you that they can relate with, and that will make you memorable, right? So let's take a look. Amir Kashmika. First of all, Amir, I think this typeface is really large, so I would make all of this way smaller. Right now I'm having a huge screen in front of me, and your logo is this big, and the text is also this big. So I would make it all like size it down. You don't have to make it so large. Otherwise, I think it's cool that you have your own logo. It also appears up here, so it's a little bit kind of double trouble. But maybe just remove this one and concentrate on the description of the about me, right? see. Can you hear me now? Let me see. Let me know, guys, if you can hear me now better. Okay. All right. Let me know if this is better, guys. So sorry about that. Okay. Let me know if you can hear me now better, if everything's better now. Okay. So, all right. So, Mr. Asila, we have talked about your portfolio, and now we're talking about Amir Kashmika. Okay. So, so sorry, guys. Hopefully this is better. Let me know in the chat if this is better. Okay. Okay. Audio was fine earlier, so I have messed it up actually. So sorry, guys. Okay. All right. So hopefully this is better now, and I have definitely made the music a little bit lower. Okay, cool. So let's take a look at Tim Hortons coffee cup redesign for Christmas. We have some mock-ups here. I think you can totally dive into this project and show us the mock-ups a little bit larger. So right now it's a little hard to see them. Let me see if I can zoom in here. Okay, I can actually zoom in and I can kind of like scroll through, but I'd love to see more about this project. I'd love to know more about it, and I'd love to kind of have a little description. What exactly is this, and how did you come up with this design? What was the theme? Because obviously it's you know, for a Christmas theme, but just to kind of know a little bit more about your thoughts, about your process, about how what motivated you to create this, right? And what's the purpose of it? Where is this cup going to go? Is it going to be sold by somebody, or is it just a passion project? I'd love to know a little bit more about this. Yes, thank you so much, Fergie. Cool. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. All right, so so again, I would love to see more. And here, I mean, it looks like a project by itself, but it would be great if it would like fill up the page and fill it up with a little bit more mock-ups, maybe somebody holding the cup, maybe you holding the cup, or you know, just seeing it in different context. Cool. Tim Hortons coffee cup redesigned for Christmas. Yeah, well, definitely dive a little bit deeper into this project. Maybe some sketches, maybe some different mock-ups, and so on. Let's take a look at pizza brand identity. So we have here some mock-ups with the cap, and what else do we have here? 800 pizza campaign, delivery, VHL. What is that? I don't know what a VHL is, but anyways, delivery vehicle. Oh my god, it says vehicle. So vehicle is VEHICLE. So make sure to, oh my god, make sure that you are spelling things right. But otherwise, it's cool that you're showing all the different things here. We have the website, we have the box, we have the uniform. Again, I love everything. Blow it up, make it larger, you know, add a background color so that people can actually see what you have designed there. And this is all so tiny. The only way I can really see it probably just clicking the zoom button, but definitely make sure to you know, to blow it all up so that people can scroll through your page and they'll be like guided step by step through your process in the project, and really go like, okay, I understand. And in the beginning of the project, I'll break it down into, you know, the logo, maybe the different things that you've created, and just going step by step really would help you kind of make it easy to understand. And also we have these black frames happening around here, and as you can see here, they're all really uncohesive. So we have this half of this frame, then this part is not showing at all, and then we have the frame here, and then it's a little bit thicker, but the top is not showing. Here we don't have a frame at all, and here we don't have a frame at all neither. And then the pizza box title is actually closer to this image, so we would think that pizza box belongs to this image and not to this one, right? So make sure to really organize your information in the right way so that it really is attached to, or not attached, but closer to the item that you want to describe here. Just put a little bit more effort into the presentation. Here, I feel like you probably had the artboards already set in your Illustrator maybe, and then you just like, we're just like, I don't really care. I'll just put those images into my portfolio. So definitely start caring and start presenting something in a, you know, in a better way, in a way where I feel like, you know, you took some time from yourself to give me a better presentation. Right now, I feel like you just popped it into your portfolio. So, guys, your efforts that you put, even like 5 more minutes you put into the effort just to put some effort into the presentation, that will show. The clients will see that you are doing things with love, that you are appreciating them looking at your stuff. Because I might as well just click away and look at somebody else's portfolio, right? But you want to keep my attention. You want to make me feel like I'm a valued viewer. You want me to feel valued, that I'm taking time of my day. I'm a very busy person. I'm taking the time of my day to look at your design. So give me something back. Give me something, give me some appreciation. Make me feel good about watching this, right? So that's what you want to achieve with your portfolio. You want to please the person with what they're saying, you want to kind of, you know, put the effort to really comfort their eyes and comfort their mind and make it easy to understand, easy to read. And you're saying that you're designing, you know, easy to read, but I don't see it here. I don't see it here. I cannot read any of this stuff unless I zoom in, and even then it's really pixelated. So please, Amir, take some time and give this presentation, make things legible, make things larger, present them to the client as if you care about them. Okay, all right. This is, you know, zooming in is really not that bad. Here I can see everything that you're doing, but just, you know, talking about this presentation, I would really put some more effort. All right, cool. Here again, exporting the image. Here I see a lot of pixelation. So when exporting the images, my friends, export them at 72 points per inch, pixels per inch, or you can also export them as at 150 to make sure that they actually don't look pixelated if looking at them on a large screen. And keep in mind that large screens like mine, for example, have a resolution of 1080 by 1920, so 1080 pixels high and 1920 pixels wide. So make sure to design for that, right? Make sure to create your artboards in that specific size. Okay, all right, my friends. So Amir, I need some love here. I need some love to your presentation, and I really think that you have a great eye and you are a great designer, but you need to put some effort into the presentation. Let's take a look over here. Electric Forest app and web. Again, the same thing happening here. So I would totally go and look through this again. Look again, we have a frame, here we don't have a frame, here we don't have a frame, here we have a frame. So how did you create this? You know, what was your purpose here? Why did you put some frames and some you didn't put them? You know, and again, the designs are so tiny that I can't even see them without clicking on the zoom button, right? I cannot see anything by itself. So what I would do is I would create a new presentation. So I would create myself artboards that are 1080 by 1920 and put your design on top of it, maybe put some background and export it again and replace those designs in your project, and really make sure that they are easy to read. And before you present your portfolio, make sure to look through your portfolio yourself and kind of look at it with a judgy eye. Look at it as a client would, right? Seeing, okay, so what can I see here? I can see here this is way larger than any of the stuff that's actually part of the project that I want to present, right? So while this is actually what you want to present here, what I see is your about me info, I see this next project, I see your logo, that all is really large, but your project stays in the background, you know? Really put the things that you want to show in the foreground, make them visible. Cool, hopefully this is helpful. All right, let me know in the chat if you guys have any questions so far. Cool. All right, so let's take a look at another one. We have a spa brand identity again. So, Amir, you need to work on this, please. Right? Make sure to have the presentation working here. And the second tip, as I was telling you, put the about me info here on a separate page. You can totally do that. You can add another page to your Adobe portfolio. Otherwise, I mean, I think your designs are great. It's just you need to work on the presentation, work on the grammar, work on the sizing here, make sure that you don't repeat things too much. I know everybody's proud of their logo, but you really need to make sure that it's not too repetitive, so it looks more professional, and really concentrate on the necessary information. Cool. Hopefully, Amir, this was helpful. Hopefully I was not too harsh on you. Hopefully this is going to really actually benefit you in the future. And I don't want to kind of go through your portfolios, guys, and be like, great, because you will not learn anything of that, right? I want to really encourage you to make improvements and to really see how the client is seeing it. Right, so this is going to be this is something that we really need to think about. All right, my friends, so next one up we have Amisha Jain. Amisha has sent me this a Google Docs portfolio that she has created. So it's a PDF that she has sent me. It's not a Google Docs, but I'm just getting this info here because it got opened with Google Drive automatically. Anyways, so let's take a closer look at Amisha's portfolio. So we have the little cover page that says portfolio. We have your full name. This is already great. Then we have a little resume. Amisha is from Rajasthan in India. You're sharing your phone number, your email address, and your social account. So in this case, it's an Instagram. I think this is cool. All right, we have a little intro, which I'm always really excited about. I'm really excited about learning about people, you know, when looking through their portfolio. And Amisha is saying, I'm a freelance illustrator looking for an internship. Okay, this is already great. You're saying what you're actually looking for, and it's easy for me to understand what I can give you, right? If I have an internship position, this will be something that's triggering me. Okay, so if she wants an internship, is she the person for it, right? I will question it right away. So this is already great. I believe design is creating something with a personal touch, attaching a story to it. My approach towards design is based on understanding the situation and exploring new design languages, ways to deliver the message. Okay, again here, I think here we need to work a little bit on the grammar. New design language ways, is that what you wanted to say? I guess, to deliver the message. Otherwise, I think this is great. I believe in design. I believe design is creating something with a personal touch, attaching a story to it. Yeah, I totally agree. And that also, you know, you're talking about design having a personal touch and having a story, right? Your portfolio is also a design, right? It's not only your designs that are your projects that are inside your portfolio are designed, but also your whole world is a design. Everything that comes from you is designed by you. So design it with love, right? This could be a quote. All right, education, skills. We have Illustrator, Photoshop, After Effects, InDesign, MS Excel, Numbers, Pages, Keynote. Okay, it's cool to see your skills. I think this is really, really great. We have the education. Yeah, make sure when you're showing the education to put the most recent education at the top. So this is good. Work experience, certification. We have some interests here. Economics, driving. Driving can also be an interest. I like driving too. It's very, very relaxing. Cycling, basketball, music, typography. When showing iconography like this, guys, make sure to not make it too large. Right now I feel like these might be a little bit too large, although I'm viewing it on a huge screen right now. So maybe let's zoom out a little bit and let's see if that would work. well, they're still a little bit too large. But anyways, so what I would make sure is once you zoom out, you will see that this steering wheel is way more visible than this part here, right? The pencil and the ruler. So, and the reason for that is because the steering wheel is filled with color. It's filled with black color, and that's the reason why it pops out way more. If the pencil will be filled with black color, you will see the pencil just as you see the steering wheel. So when using iconography, make sure that it's balanced, that all the icons are looking in the same way, like that they are balanced, right? Right now there's quite an unbalance here. This is very light, this is very dark, this is medium, this is light again, this is pretty dark again. So I will make sure to use iconography from the same set, or whenever you're creating iconography for yourself, make sure to use the same style. So don't use one illustration in line art and the second one filled with color. Make sure to either keep them in lines or to keep them filled so that they're all balanced. Yeah, so we say the white space really matters, and here we have less of that, we have more of that here, and that's the reason why there is an imbalance. All right, otherwise I think this is a great page to kind of show your work experience and so on. Let's dive into your projects. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in again because I do want to see what is happening here. The Print Roots. The Print Roots is a startup based in Jaipur. They mainly work with block printing textiles. Their block printing is based off Bagru and Sanganer. I have designed a banner for, again, we have to make sure that the grammar is correct, so their website and infographics based on precautions used in COVID-19. Friends, before you put text into your portfolio, run it through a grammar program, because I don't want to be too picky about that or to go too much into detail. But for some people who are working in corporate and they're trying to hire you, the basics are grammar. And I do spelling mistakes all the time myself. But we have so many cool opportunities these days. We have these tools online that can spell check everything. So why not put the text into the spell check program and then copy and paste it into your portfolio, right? And the same thing just in general with designing things. So let's say you're designing some kind of brochure for a client, run all of that text through a spell checking program. That will really, really make you look so much more professional if you don't have any grammar mistakes or misspellings in your text. Guys, this is very, very important, because I have learned that throughout my career, that once you design something and then you're like, no, it will be fine. I don't think I misspelled anything. I read it twice, I read it 3 times. I'm sure it's fine. But sometimes our eye just does not read anything that's between the first and the last letter. It just, does the arrangement itself, right? So our eye sometimes cannot recognize those misspellings. But once you print something in a large quantity, let's say you have a flyer where you have a spelling mistake, and your client prints it 10,000 times, and they've invested so much money into the print, and there is this spelling grammar mistake or any kind of mistake, and you give it to the clients, and each and every client will be like, oh my god, they don't even know how to spell their stuff. Oh my god. And 10,000 times this will happen. Can you imagine how much loss this is? How much, how unprofessional it is. So guys, really, really spell your stuff and spell check it. I know sometimes it's quite the work, but I promise it's really worth it. Or just use Grammarly. By now Grammarly should pay me for that, for the ads. Okay. All right, Amisha is saying, I'll improve, got it. Okay, great. Okay, cool, perfect. Let's move on. Okay, so we have some illustration going on here. I think those illustrations are amazing. And I'm wondering why you still didn't create yourself a Behance portfolio. I think that would be awesome. Okay, so you created a poster. I have designed this poster for a theater group, last minute productions. Okay. Very nice. I think you're doing a great job kind of giving these little intros, and this is really helpful. Icons inspired from Palm. I have created them in different styles. Okay, very nice. Now I think you're having a great presentation here. Why not create an online portfolio? I'm wondering, because PDF files, you know, it's kind of old school. These days people mostly want to see an online portfolio. But no, I think this is great. You're doing a great job kind of describing your projects. And okay, here we have some large images. That's the reason why I wasn't loading at first. But you're doing a great job, honestly. I think you have some really cool projects. Gratitude list, cool. And then maybe to add a little outro or something to, you know, to say thank you so much for watching, or thank you so much for looking through my projects. Please reach out to me if you're interested, and then put your contact information at the bottom so that the person can right away, you know, get the idea to reach out to you after looking through your projects. Otherwise, I think this is great. Just work on the spelling and make sure that your iconography is cohesive. Otherwise, you're doing a great job, and just keep it up. Hopefully this was helpful. All right, next one up we have Alexis Avalar. Alexis has a couple projects here. We have 6 projects. I think this is a pretty good amount, starting with Adobe Illustrator Daily Creative Challenge. Oh, very nice. So this is cool. I think that's even one that I have hosted. Have I? Oh no, I don't think so. I'm not sure. Very nice. No, this is really cool. Surrealist. I think that may have been one by Andrew Hockrottle. By the way, if you want to learn Illustrator, hop onto be.net/live. Every single day, Monday through Friday, we have daily creative challenges in Adobe Illustrator. It's super fun. And this is where this portfolio piece comes from. So great job here, Alexis. Let's take a look at the first project. Ooh, I already love it. I think the color palette is great. Goatee, branding, student project, cool. This is great. And we have the client, the objective. You're doing everything right. Wow, this is great. And here we have from sketch to logo. Oh, this is super cool. This is really, really great. I'm wondering how you did this. I would love to know about that. Okay, so it looks like it's made in juxtaposed JavaScript something. But this is really great. This is super cool. It's a very great to play with. I love it. And also shows that you're able to sketch typefaces. I see that this is all really custom letters. Awesome work. Cool. We have an amazing color palette. I totally love this. Love in the making. By the way, you can see all the portfolios underneath in the description. So if you want to take a look at one of those closer, feel free to do so. Great job describing the typefaces, and now all of it comes together, right? So we have the logo, the typefaces, the color palette coming together, and you're showing us how that all plays well together. Awesome. Great job. More mock-ups. Yeah, I think this is an awesome project. Honestly, I think the design is really strong. The presentation is really strong. The collage for food. Okay, cool. The mock-ups are very cohesive. We have all this fabric going on everywhere. A very similar style. Cool. Very classy kind of. I love this imperfections here in the color. This is really cool. Serving for the perfection in the kitchen. Yeah, so this is the way to go, my friends. So beginning of the project, give us an intro image. We have a little description, the client, the objective, how you solve the problem, then logo design, color palette, typefaces, and jump into how do all of these things work together. So this is perfect. This is an amazing project. For all of you who want to get inspiration, check this out. This is great. Let's take a look at another one real quick. Logo archive. So you have created all of these logos, looks like. Love how you put it onto a flag. And now you're showing all the logos by themselves. Cool. All right, so this is good. Okay. All right. whenever you're showing a presentation like this, my friends, make sure that every logo gets its time to shine, right? You want to present every logo and you want to be like, wow, this is a mood. Wow, this is a mood. Wow, this is a mood. So you want to make sure that there is enough white space between the logos so that they all get their chance to shine, that they all can be like, ta-da, ta-da, you know? And because right now, like, I see two logos at the same time, and it's kind of like, okay, which one? It's a little confusing, but while I'm scrolling through, I'm definitely getting a chance to see the logo and be like, okay, so this is it. This is great. Okay, next one. Okay, this is great, and so on. So I think it's important to really make sure that every logo gets its white space, gets its, you know, little presentation going. But otherwise, this is great. I think, honestly, Alexis, you're doing great. You're doing a great job. Here we have some animation going. If you want to spice up your project where you're like, okay, this is all already great, I don't know what to improve, bring in some animation and GIFs and so on. It's really not that hard to do. You can definitely look it up on YouTube. Some little color poppiness, maybe while presenting a product. So, very cool. The logo, again, we have some animation. Cool, we have the color palette. I think this is a great way to present the color palette. The only thing that I'm noticing here, so when you're putting a drop shadow, it can be, the drop shadow always looks different with different colors. So it might be the same setting for a drop shadow, but here it looks darker than here. So make sure when you're having a very light background on the card itself to make the drop shadow a little bit lighter as well. That will help keep it kind of cohesive, right? How do I get out of here? Okay, here. All right, so that's my only tip here. Otherwise, everything looks great so far. So either make this Blanco one a little bit lighter or the Negro one a little bit darker. Cool. Love the color palette here again. Love the mock-ups. And you're going into depth and you're creating these animations. So this is awesome. Really, really great. The game moments, the game heroes. This is awesome. It's showing that you have additional skills that might be beneficial at some point. Cool. Again, here's some 3D animation. It almost seems like I can flip it, but I can't. But it seems like it. It's really cool. Very nice. You're going into depth. This mock-up is a little overused. I have seen it so many times. So maybe try one that's not used as much. Even I'm using this mock-up from years ago in a project. So, but anyways, this is all looking great. You can even create a mock-up like this yourself. Just take a background that's some kind of wall texture, maybe concrete or some kind of natural material, and then you just set the posters and give them just a tiny drop shadow. And here you can create a shadow like this as well with a blur, and you can actually make it all yourself and make it customized, make it unique, and nobody will have that same mock-up. But otherwise, I think you're doing a great job, Alexis. Honestly, I don't have any kind of improvements. Otherwise, you're doing amazing. Okay, we have a little description here as well. Me encanto. I love clean and simple. I'm a sophomore in college, lover of design, especially packaging. Great description, Alexis. I really don't have no comments. I think your projects are really strong and you're doing a great job. So keep it up. Amazing. All right, last but not least, Christian Cole. All right, let's see in the chat what else is here. She's just saying, Julie, I was wondering how can you send my portfolio link for review? So you can join me on Instagram, my friends. Look, I'll show you here. This is me. This is Julia Masalska on Instagram. And Julia Masalska has a profile here where she informs everybody about everything. So if any of my sessions are coming up, this is the place to be informed. And also you can just send me a message here on Instagram. Just send me a direct message with your portfolio link and say, hey Julia, I'd like to be reviewed from you on your portfolio reviews or something like that. And I'll put you on the list, and we'll doing this every second Friday. And yeah, so this is how it works. All right, so let's do a quick one on Christian Co, and then I'll have to leave because I do have a meeting in 9 minutes. Okay, so Christian is a graphic designer and art director. We have a little Facebook page here as well. This is great. I would only link Facebook really if you have a page. Otherwise, don't link your Facebook. Usually it's you know, personal and some family pictures and so on. So but if you have a professional page, feel free to link it. Christian is from the Philippines. Cool. We have some links to Instagram, Facebook, and Dribbble. Hopefully this is showing the same page. Yes, it does. Great. Dribbble. All of these can be professional sites as long as you're posting professional work on them. About a graphic designer from Philippines with interest in logo sports design, mostly basketball. Let's work together. I'm a message away. I think that's a great invite to kind of reach out and start working with you. Very cool. I'm not sure why exactly you're showing the links here again, because they are here already. So this is double information. No need for this. Especially they're not clickable. So nobody will ever use those links anyway. Rather, write a little description about yourself. So, I mean, you're doing this here already. Purchase custom fonts here. Oh, okay, that's cool. You even have custom fonts. That's really, really awesome. I mean, right now, if I click read more, I can see this part. But if you would remove all of these links that you have here anyways, this part will be legible without even clicking read more. So how cool would that be? I will just get rid of all of these links, and then you will be able to see that you have custom fonts on Creative Market. So that's my suggestion for you. All right, let's take a look at the last project, Hello Philippines. About the project, good. You have a description. That's awesome. Disclaimer. This is a personal project and not commissioned by any party. No part of this may be reproduced, reposted without any consent of the other. I mean, it does make sense. I understand you. I get you. Okay. Although it's actually, you actually cannot share anything from anybody where it seems like it's your work, it's their work. You know what I mean? Some people, some inspiration pages also offer the same services, so I don't see why they should be posting my design on their page and then making money off that. Doesn't make sense? No. All right, Hello Philippines, but I think it's a good disclaimer. It's a good thing to say to kind of warn you a little bit, and that's good. Hello Philippines. But on the other hand, don't be too careful with that. I have seen cases where people put, you know, logos on each and every slide that they produce. So I would not do that. I would not do that out of the fear that somebody might steal it, but they can steal it anyway. Like if I would want to really remove your tag from here, I could do it with the stamp tool in Photoshop. So, you know, okay. Hello Philippines. Okay, Manila, city of Manila. Cool. So you are, as it seems like you're taking the basketball teams from the US. I'm not that much into basketball, but I think those are logos that look like the basketball teams in the US, and then you're applying them to all the different cities in the Philippines, which I think is a really cool challenge. I'm just wondering what exactly is the reason for that. The number of teams, since the number of teams is quite small compared to the total number of the cities and provinces, I had to carefully select which ones are to be included. Okay. All right. No, I mean, it's a really cool challenge. It's really cool to see. And you know what I really love? That you're really concentrating on the sports thing, on the sports part. Food Panda redesign concept. Cool. Overview, objective challenges. Current logo. Okay. Transformation. Ah, okay. This is cute. Redesigns can also be really interesting sometimes. You know, when you take an existing brand and try to redesign it and give it your touch, why not? Cool. This cup seems to be really large. So if I look at this apron, which is a large object, this should be way smaller. Maybe you can even put them together on a slide. But otherwise, this is great. character. What I would recommend you, if since you're really into this sports thing, why don't you just concentrate on that? Why don't you just like really concentrate your portfolio on sports and things that you can do with sports, like sports branding, sports, maybe some kind of merch, maybe ads, maybe some kind of posters. And I love the project that you did here in the beginning, you know, kind of this type of challenges. I think that could really make you a very, very specialized designer. And you do have a bunch of different projects here. So why not create yourself an Adobe portfolio where you're only presenting the sports projects, if that makes sense. And then maybe create another site where you're presenting only the other ones. So that's something to think about if you're willing to really concentrate and give 100% into that field. I think that could be very beneficial for you in the future. But yeah, I think you're doing a great job. I would definitely look into the past projects because you do have a lot of projects, and look at the past projects. Maybe there are some where they're not representing your current skill set anymore, and I would just get rid of those. You know, as a potential client, I will only maybe take a look at max 9 at the max, right? So why have somebody have the opportunity, one of those very few projects be one of the projects that you did like very long ago? So make sure that all the projects that you have in your portfolio are something that you're proud about and something that you want to work with in the future, right? Another thing that I always say is that you definitely should concentrate on the future when you're creating your projects for your portfolio. Even if they're passion projects, pick an industry that you want to work with, right? So in Christian's case, it will be the sports industry. So if you're creating passion projects, that's the way to go. You know, just think about the clients that you want to work with and create passion projects for those clients that they feel attracted to your work and that they want to work with you. All right, my friends, what else is here in the chat? Amisha is saying, thank you so much, Julia. I'll keep all the points in my mind and work on that. Great, awesome. All right. Sahir is saying, I have a couple projects, not a lot. Can I submit my portfolio for review? Yes, you can. And just make sure to update it with all your recent work. And then maybe I can give you some suggestions about the projects that you can do in the future to attract the right clients for yourself. All right, my friends, hopefully you're going to have a great end of your week and a great weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.